Hello students, let's do natural numbers and whole numbers exercise 4E. This is on page number 41 and we are going to do patterns. What are patterns? Patterns are arrangement of numbers or shapes. Numbers or shapes, they are arranged in a particular order, then we call it a pattern. Now what do we have to do when patterns are given to us and we are asked to extend those patterns? We have to observe them. We have to observe the patterns and identify what can be done, and if necessary make a rule, formulate a rule. So first thing we do is observe it carefully and see if we can identify something, and if necessary formulate a rule or carry on the same pattern from our observation. So let's look at the first question. 1 into 9 plus 1 equals 10. The second step of the pattern is 12 into 9 plus 2 is 110. Now if you observe carefully, here we are starting with 1. Let's just follow this alone. 1, then we have 1 and 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3. So naturally the next one will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it's all multiplication. So let's put the multiplication sign and look at the next number. The next number is 9 and 9 has not changed. So we have 9 in the first row, 9 in the second row, 9 in the third row. That means we continue with 9 here. So let's do that. Let's write into 9. Here also 9 and here also 9. Then after that, what do we see? We can see a plus sign in all three rows. So we continue with the plus sign. So this will be plus, plus and plus. Then look at the next one. We have 1, 2, 3. So follow that pattern. 1, 2, 3. So it will be 4, 5, 6. So that is 4, 5 and 6. Then we have the equal to sign. So let's put the equal to sign everywhere. And then look at the pattern of the answer, the final answer. Here we have 10, 1 followed by 1, 0. Then here we have 11. So 1 and 0, 11 and 0, 111 and 0. So we have 1, 1, 2 ones, 3 ones. So this will be 4 ones and a 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 0. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a 0. So here we have completed the patterns. We have followed this. We have observed the patterns in the first 3 rows and we've got the next 3 steps. Now let's go to the second one. Here also observe the pattern in the first 3 steps. And we need to write the next 3 steps now. So what do we have here? 9 into 9 plus 7 is 88. So here 9 and here it's become 98. So 9 and 8. Here it's become 9, 8, 7. So what's the pattern? 9, 9 and 8, 9, 8, 7. So this will be 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's write that down. 9, 8, 7, 6. So the next one will be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So we've got the first part. Then it's all multiplication. So let's put the multiplication sign. Then let's observe the pattern now after this. So we have into 9, second step 9, third step is also 9. That means 4th, 5th and 6th will also be 9. So let's write that into 9, 9 and 9. Then we have plus. Okay, so it's addition, again plus, plus in all 3 rows. So the symbol here is plus. So all 3 rows, the 3 steps, we're going to write plus. Then look at the numbers. Observe the pattern. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So that's how it's going to be. So 4, 3 and 2. So all this is going to be equal to, let's see again the pattern. So here we have 88, 2 8s, then 3 8s, then 4 8s. we're going to have 5 8s here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s. Here it will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next will be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 8s. So we have observed the patterns and got the next 3 steps. Question 3. So let's observe this again. So here we have 1 into 8 plus 1 is 9. So 1, then we have 1 and 2, then we have 1, 2, 3. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's write that down. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So next will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then as you can see, it's all multiplication. So let's put the multiplication symbol. Then observe the pattern again. We have 8, 8, 8. So first 3 steps it's 8. That means this pattern also will be 8 in the next 3 steps. So 8, 8 and 8. Then we have plus. So let's put the plus sign. We have plus. Then observe the pattern after plus. 1, 2, 3. So it will be 4, 5, 6. So let's write that 4, 5 and 6. And this is equal to, now again, observe the pattern in the first 3 steps. 9, 9 and 8, 9, 8, 7. So this will be 9, 8, 7, 6. So let's write that 9, 8, 7, 6. This will be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So this is the pattern. Let's go to the next one. Here we have 111, 222, 333. So next will be 444. Then it will be 555. Then it will be 666. Then in the first 3 steps it's division. So let's write the division symbol. So we have division in the first 3 steps. So next 3 steps also will have division. Now observe the pattern after division. We have 3, 6, 9. So what's the difference? 3. Isn't it? Tables of 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12. So let's write that. 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15, 3 sixes are 18. So we've got that. And all this is equal to, now observe the pattern in the first 3 steps. 37, 37, 37. So let's write that. 37, 37 and 37. So this is how we complete the steps when patterns are given. Observe the pattern in the first few steps that are given to us, and then we have to write the next 3 or the next required number of steps following this pattern. Magic squares. What are magic squares? A magic square is where you arrange numbers in the form of a square so that you get answers in a particular way. Now let's look at an example. So here we have a magic square. Now this is called a magic square. Now if you observe this square, okay, now this is called a 3 by 3 square. 3 by 3, because we have 3 rows. This is one row, this is a second row, and this is a third row, and we have 3 columns this way, 1, 2 and 3. Now why is it called a magic square? Now it's called a magic square because the sum of the rows and the sum of the columns and the sum of the diagonals will be the same. Now let's see. If we add up 8 plus 1 plus 6, we get a number. You get the same answer when you add up the next row. You get the same answer when you add up the third row. And you'll get the same answer when you add up the columns also. 1, 2, 3 columns will give us the same answer. Similarly, the diagonals also will give us the same answer. The 2 diagonals will give us the same answer. So let's begin and check and see why it's called a magic square and whether the answers are the same. So now here we have 15. Let's add and see. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay, that's correct. Then here also second row, 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15 again. Now let's try the next row. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 2 is also 15. Now let's try the columns. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. Now 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 9 is also 15. Now let's try the third row. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 2, again that's also 15. So the rows, the first row is 15, second row, third row, all same answer. Now the columns, the first column, the second column and the third column, all same answer. Now let's look at the diagonals. This is called the diagonal. Let's look at the diagonals. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. Even the diagonal is 15. Now let's try this diagonal. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 2 is also 15. Now do you understand why this is called a magic square? So the numbers are arranged in such way that whether you count the rows or the columns or the diagonal, your answer is the same. That's why it's called the magic square. Now we have to complete some magic squares given to us. So this is a magic square given to us. As you can see, there are some numbers given, but there are some numbers missing which we need to find and complete. So what we're going to do is we're going to work this out. Now let's give this A, let's mark this as A, this as B and this as C. So we have to find out A, B and C. Now we have to find the total of either the rows or the columns or the diagonals. Now if you look and see, row we can't find the total because one is missing. Here also we can't find because one is missing. Here also we can't find because one is missing. Now can we find the sum of columns? Now if I take the columns, again there's something missing, so I can't find the total. Here also there's something missing. Here also there's something missing. So we are not able to find the total. We need to get a total. Okay. Now since we are not able to get the sum from rows or columns, let's try diagonals. Now this diagonal also there's a number missing. Let's try this diagonal. All the numbers are there. So now we can add this up. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. So this diagonal is 15. So now what does that mean? It means that every row, the rows have to be 15. The sum of the rows should be 15. The sum of the columns also should be 15. So now it's going to be easy to find the values of A, B and C. So let's try and find the value of A. So we're going to say 6 plus 7 plus A should be equal to 15. All this should be equal to 15. So this is what the answer should be. So let's try that. 6 plus 7 plus A is equal to 15. So 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus A is 15. Now we have learned this in equations, isn't it? So now we can find the value of A. A is equal to 15 minus 13. 15 minus 13 is 2. So we have found the value of A. So let's write that here. The value of A is 2. Now add up and see. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. Now let's find B. B plus 5 plus 9 also should be 15. It's a magic square. So all rows and columns should add up to 15. So now let's find this. Now B plus 5 plus 9 should be equal to 15. So B plus 5 plus 9 is 14 is equal to 15. So find the value of B. To find the value of B, what do we say? 15 minus 14. So B is equal to 1. So we have found the value of B also. B is equal to 1. Now let's check and see whether it adds up to 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Now we need to find the value of C. So that is 7 plus 5 plus C should be equal to 15. So this should be equal to 15. Now you can also do it in your mind. 7 plus 5 you know is 12. 12 plus what will give us 15? 12 plus 3. Okay, so you can do it in your mind or you can work out like this. So let me complete this working. So 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus C is equal to 15. So to find the value of C, what do we say? 15 minus 12. So C is equal to 3. 15 minus 12 is 3. So let's write 3 here. So this is 3. Now, do they all add up to 15? Add it up and see. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. So all your columns, 6 plus 1 plus 8 is 15. Then the third column, 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. You have to check your answer like this. Then this row, 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 4 is 15. Now let's check the diagonal, this diagonal. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. So can you see, children, that the sum of the rows and the columns and the diagonals are all the same. Question 2. So this is our second magic square, and as you can see, we've been given only the diagonals values. We don't have a completed row, or a completed column. So the only thing that's completed is the diagonal 4, 7 and 10. So let's find the total. We need to have the sum, and then based on that we can find the remaining answers. So let's do this. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 10 is 21. So our answer should be 21. That is the sum. The sum of all the rows, the columns and the diagonals individually, each one separately, should be 21. So now let's mark these unknown values as A, B, C, D and E. So now we have to remember that if I add up everything in each row, it should add up to 21, and in each column it should add up to 21. So now let's find the value of A. A will be 4 plus A plus 8 will be equal to 21. So let's write that down. 4, we put the numbers first. 4 plus 8 plus A is equal to 21. Now 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus A is 21. So that means A will be equal to 21 minus 12. So what are we doing here? We are doing equations and we are transposing. We have transposed 12, which is plus, to the right hand side. That's why it's become minus. Now 21 minus 12. Let's do that. So A is equal to 21 minus 12, which is 9. So we found the value of A and let's write it down there as 9. So A is equal to 9. Now let's find the value of B. Now to find the value of B, you need to have the other two values. Okay, but here we have only 7, C is unknown. If you take it column wise also, we have only one value, D is unknown. So let's keep B on hold now and try and find the value of C. We can find the value of C because two other values are given to us. So let's find the value of C now. So 8 plus C plus 10. 8 plus C plus 10 should be equal to 21. Let's find that out. Let's write all the numbers first. 8 plus 10 plus C should be equal to 21. 8 plus 10 is 18. 18 plus C is equal to 21. Now to find the value of C, we say 21 minus 18 after transposing. So what is the value of C? C is equal to 21 minus 18 is 3. So let's write the value of C here to be 3. So this is 3. So now we can find the value of B because we have the other two values. So B will be 7 plus 3 plus B is equal to 21, and from that we can find the value of B. So let's do that. Let's write the numbers. So first we'll write 7. 7 plus 3 plus B is equal to 21. So 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus B is equal to 21. So to find the value of B, what do we say? 21 minus 10. So B is equal to 21 minus 10 is 11. So we have found the value of B. Let's write it down there as 11. So we've got B. Now we can find the value of D. We can take this column. 4 plus 11 plus D should be equal to 21. So let's do that. 4 plus 11 plus D is equal to 21. 4 plus 11 is 15. 15 plus D is equal to 21. Now we can find the value of D. D is equal to 21 minus 15. So how much is that? D is equal to 6. 21 minus 15 is 6. So now here this is 6. Let's write it down here. 6. Now we can find the value of E. We can either take it row wise or we can take it column wise. We will still get the same answer. Now let's take it row wise. So 6 plus E plus 10 should be equal to 21. So let's do that. 6 plus E plus 10. So let's put the numbers first. So let's write 6 plus 10 plus E is equal to 21. 6 plus 10 is 16 plus E is equal to 21. So now we can find the value of E. E is equal to 21 minus 16, which is 5. 21 minus 16 is 5. So we have found the value of E also to be 5. Now we're going to check our answer. So let's do this. First, let's check all the rows. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. Next row, 11 plus 7 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. Next row, 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 10 is 21. Now let's take the columns. 4 plus 11 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. The next column, 9 plus 7 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. The third column, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 10 is 21. Then the diagonal, 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. So can you see, children, this is a magic square where we have got the answer as 21 for each row and each column and each diagonal. 1. So here again we have some numbers given to us. Now which is the row or column or diagonal that's complete? It's only this diagonal that's complete. The other rows and all are not complete as yet. So we have to complete it. 16 plus 10 is 26. 26 plus 4 is 30. That means the sum of all the rows and columns individually should add up to 30. So now let's find A, B, C, D and E. So now we are going to find the value of A. So it should add up to 30. Remember, 16 plus 2 plus A is equal to 30. It should add up to 30. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus A is 30. So to find the value of A, what do we say? 30 minus 18. So 30 minus 18 is 12. So we have found the value of A. A is 12. So let's write that there. A is 12. Now we have to find the value of B. Now we can't find B because there's only one number and here also unknown. Similarly, if you take the row also, if you have to find B, there's only one number, the other is unknown. So can we find C instead? To find C, we need to have the other two numbers which we have. So let's find C first. That means 12 plus C plus 4 should add up to 30. So let's do that. 12 plus 4 plus C will add up to 30. So 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus C is 30. So C is equal to 30 minus 16. 30 minus 16 is 14. So we have found the value of C. C is 14. So let's write that. C is 14. Now let's check this one. Okay, whether this is adding up to 30. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. So we'll put a 0 and carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have got 30 in the last columns. That is correct. Now we can find the value of B. Because now we have two other values, we can find the value of B. How do we find the value of B? B plus 10 plus 14 should be equal to 30. So let's do that. B plus 10 plus 14 should be equal to 30. So B plus 10 plus 14 is 24. 24 should be equal to 30. So to find the value of B, we say 30 minus 24. So 30 minus 24 is 6. So we have got the value of B. B is equal to 6. So now we have found the values of A, B and C. Let's find the value of D. Now we can't do it this way because there's another unknown value here. Now this one, we can take this column. 16 plus 6 plus D should be equal to 30. Let's do that. 16 plus 6 plus D is equal to 30. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 plus D is 30. So D will be equal to 30 minus 22. D will be equal to 8. So now we have found the value of D. Let's write it down there. D is 8. Let's check and see whether it's correct. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. So this is correct. We've got 30 here. So now we can find the value of E. So 2 plus 10 plus E should be equal to 30. So let's write that. 2 plus 10 plus E should be equal to 30. 2 plus 10 is 12. 12 plus E is 30. So to find the value of E, what do we say? 30 minus 12. So E will be equal to 30 minus 12, which is 18. So we have found the value of E. E is 18. Now let's add up and see whether we're getting this. 2 plus 8 is 10. Carry 1. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we've got 30. Now if you add up everything, the first row, let's try. Add up the first row. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus 12 is 30. Now the next row, 6 plus 10 is 16. 16 plus 14 is 30. Next row, 8 plus 18 is 26. 26 plus 4 is 30. Now let's take this diagonal. 8 plus 10 is 18. 18 plus 12 is 30. So can you see, even this magic square, we've got 30 as the answer of the sum of the rows and the columns as well as the diagonals. So we will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.